Well, Chris, talk us through the squad. First of all, squad of 20, and how tough a process was it to pick those 20 players?
Yeah, really pleased with the final squad. A few sleepless nights and long days. We was away last week in Spain for a couple of games, and it was a really competitive squad to get into. So there was, naturally always going to be a few big calls and disappointed people. But yeah, like I say, not something I overly enjoyed, but really pleased with the strength of the squad we've got now.
Yeah, that's the part of managerial aspect we don't see it, having to tell players they're not included.
Yeah, I think so, and also knowing, for younger players that the opportunity to play in a home tournament is massive for them, and yeah, unfortunately you can't pick them all, but yeah, I think it was done in the right way in terms of informing them, and it doesn't mean it's the end of their international careers as well. It's a big thing obviously to be involved, but it doesn't mean because you're not in this one that moving forward you're not going to be back in the squad. So yeah, like I say, it's not something I massively enjoyed and spent a lot of time thinking about those boys, and now from next week when we get together, it's about looking forward with the ones that we have got, and a hugely exciting group together.
How excited are you then about the tournament and being based up here in North Wales?
Can't wait. It's something that has felt like it's been a long way away for a while, and then really quickly now it's upon us, and it's something that the FAW have worked really hard on over the last couple of years to make sure we put a tournament on that's fitting for the size of it. And I think for me personally, but also the players to play in this in front of our own fans in our own country is something that we never get to do. So given all of that, is one I'm really excited about, and I know the players they can't wait to get going, and huge opportunity for us.
And for you personally, here at the race course, where it all started for you, winning your first cap against New Zealand? Yeah,
when I was driving in today, and that's something I think about quite a bit, but driving here today, was where my international career began, which feels like a long time ago now, but a place that is steeped in history of Welsh football, and personally some really good memories. We've had some amazing nights here as well, over the past couple of years. The Under-19s have also played here this season, so to walk out here in a week's time against Spain is something that is super exciting, and can't wait to see everybody come out and support us.
I think I'm right, you and Wayne Hennessy won your first caps on the same day, so it just proves what is possible for these players moving on for their international futures.
It is, and that's the challenge for them, and the opportunity, and even thinking back to last season with a couple of the boys who were in the under-19s last season. You look at Dylan now, who has gone on and he's playing in, I think he's played the last 4 senior games, and it can change and come around really quickly. And for these players now, we know we're hosting in 2028, that's 2 years time, and their aim and opportunity is to try and force their way into that squad. So it can change really quickly and move. So the challenge for them to show how good they are against the best in Europe at their age is one that they will be looking forward to, and looking after this tournament first, and then thinking of what's to come.
And fine for me, we were here for the draw a few weeks ago. Danny Gardner made the draw, and he said straight away, I'm switching my phone off before Chris phones me. Have you been in touch with him?
No, I haven't spoken to Gabs, and I know there was a a thing about this tournament. You're going to be playing the very best. There was only space for 7 other teams, and in one way, I don't really care who we're playing against. It's about what we are and what we do, and playing those types of teams is a challenge, of course, but it's something that I want our players to experience, and there's no fear or any sort of worries about who we're playing against. I want to expose our players to playing against the very best, and I also want the players to show the people of Wales and Bella's the first team manager and everybody else how good they are, what I see on a daily basis when we're training. So I would want them to be playing against the best, and you know we certainly got that. But no, I haven't spoken to Gabs.
Yeah, well, you just alluded to it really. There's nice, easy opponents to begin the tournament against in 9 times champion Spain. Everything that you've just said there, how do you go about instilling that no fear attitude into your players? You know, Spain to begin, then Germany, who are also previous champions, and Denmark too. How do you instill the no fear mentality?
I think that the way we speak to the players is if you're worried or you're thinking too much of the opposition, then it actually really doesn't matter who you're playing against. So, you know, for us, it's about making sure everything that makes us a good team we do. And of course, there'll be, you know, we'll look at the opposition and things that they do and the different strengths, and, you know, we'll change into different shapes when we have the ball and when we don't have the ball. But ultimately, it's about what we do. We can only control that. So we know they're going to be difficult games, of course, but no, there's definitely no fear. And the best thing about this squad and these young boys is that, I say this in the right way, but I don't think they really care either. It's about, when you play for Wales, you're coming to play for us and showing how good you are. And yeah, you get a real sense that they probably want to be playing the best. And if people are not expecting a lot or thinking they're going to be tough games, I actually think they go, you know, they go along with that, and they can't wait to show everybody how good they are.
And there's a couple of players there as well, Chris, who've been involved with Bellamy's first team. How beneficial is that then, you know, that they can come back and they can bring something to this group as well? Yeah,
and I've had that in the previous under-19s. Any players that go and, you know, get the opportunity to go with the senior team and work with Bellas makes my job easier, because they come back even better. And all the messaging that we're trying to give them when they go and see it and feel it for themselves up with the seniors is really good. So yeah, there's a couple that have been around it, and you know, they should be coming back now into this age group and thinking they want to bring everything they've learned. You know, they've been around the senior boys and see how they behave, and bringing it back to, you know, to their experiences with this group. So no, I expect the ones who were away last week, I can't remember my dates, last week, you know, to be coming back with a real spring in their step, and then they can sort of lead and show the younger ones of our squad as well what it feels like when they move up. So yeah, an amazing opportunity, and something that, you know, all the players in our squad, that's the aim. You want to progress through the squads and have them opportunities. Thank you.